What's up, y'all? What it do? What video was you watching? What's up? What it do? What video you was watching? I want to talk about this Big Meech situation. Baltimore. What's up, Baltimore? Got Baltimore in here. So now, I don't know how long any of you all have been following me, but if you've been following me, whether it's Instagram, be it Instagram or YouTube, if you've been following me since at least, let's say, August or September, like right before Meech came home, I was going through his case file and all type of stuff like that, right? And make a long story short, I was saying, I'm not gonna call him hot, but some things don't add up. And then lo and behold, I spoke to Cuffy, and Cuffy directed me to look up their Franks versus Delaware motion, where they was, where they challenging that the law enforcement knew some things were incorrect, and through that, motion hearings were held, and witnesses had to come forward, and secret confidential informants and whatnot were revealed. Oh, shout out to Charlotte. Shout out to Charlotte, homie. So now, 50 Cent has found it to his interest 50 Cent has found it to his interest to not only attack Meech's credibility as a street guy, but he also gonna ask the question that everybody else been asking on little platforms: who is really this person, Tammy Cohens? Somebody said you was the first person to make it public that Meech was affiliating himself with rats. Maybe on my platform, but to be honest with y'all, I saw something on Cap Capone, or however you say his name, where Blue Da Vinci was telling the story, and then I hollered at my homie, and my homie said, yeah, holler at Baby or Cuffy yourself. So then I spoke to Cuffy myself, and Cuffy told the story, and the story made sense, so I didn't do no super duper Sherlock Holmes journalism. If you listen to what Cuffy said and not be deluded by Big Meech's fame and notoriety, if you from the streets, what Cuffy saying make all the sense in the world. I was saying this since last summer. Ain't nobody really, they said I was a hater. I know some other platforms like King Erna and Gully and a few other, platforms covered it their way. And I never, went against what they were saying, but I think Gully was right. King Erna wasn't wrong. King Erna was just saying, yo, it ain't no hot shit in the paperwork. Technically, he correct. Ain't no hot shit. It's no 35 and no 5K1 in Big Meech paperwork, but at this juncture, that's no longer the issue. At this juncture, the main issue is, who is Tammy Cohens? And what kind of relationship did she have with Demetrius Flannery while setting up Deion Gatlin, which is Cuffy and Fidel Suarez, which is the connect. Blue Da Vinci and Cap Capone or whatever you call bruh platform, they was the ones that was pushing it first, in my opinion. And over here where I'm at, amongst my circle, yeah, I probably was the first one. A lot of people where I'm from was kind of scared to say it and had no proof to say it, but I done seen these third-party cooperations so much being in prison, I can spot them. You understand what I'm saying? I can spot them. You feel me? So I don't know how many of y'all been really following me over here on this DC Black's YouTube platform, but if you go back to my videos somewhere in August, I gave you my thoughts on Meech. I gave you my thoughts on what the matter may be. And then I think I even may have gave you an example of how can Meech and Cuffy be partners to whatever level. This woman set him up. Meech cool with it, don't say nothing about it. And now, I don't have no proof of this, but allegedly, what prompted her to give 50 Cent the let's say the inside scoop is because now Meech is home. Meech want to act like, you know, he ain't had nothing to do with it. When she was going to sacrifice her life and her freedom and her safety and her reputation and her cover being blown to do a third-party cooperation to help get him home. And now he going to act like, you know, it ain't no thing, right? Hold on, what you say? You say there was a lot of fear with calling Meech out. You did it with no regard whatsoever. That was the difference. I mean, I'm safely in Washington, D.C. Big BMF don't mean shit here. So I ain't gonna act like I'm super duper tough or I'm a, you know, a untouchable journalist or a big bad gangster. I'm in D.C. Ain't no BMF. We don't care about BMF here. We don't care nothing about no BMF. I'm just reporting what I see. You know what I mean? Y'all want me to shut up because that's Big Meech. So, oh, you never had that much money. I ain't never did a third-party cooperation deal either. I don't know nobody like no Tammy Cohens. I'm not going to be friends with her. She's not going to be in no situation where she's coming to see me while setting my man up. If she ever set my man up and I was in jail, I would never speak to her again. I wouldn't care about a rights deal. She wouldn't be my executive producer. She wouldn't own no life rights. And I'm not running with no rumors. These are the facts that came out at the court hearing. I wouldn't understand it any other way. Now, I had a conversation with my people when it first came out. We went over the paperwork. What's up, man? We went over the paperwork, and my people, a female, that's a female position. She was like, oh, nah, maybe Meech ain't know, you know, she could be slick. She's a slimy, you know, she's slippery. She can jump out of water. So I thought about what my girl said. I said, damn, she right. But now the conversation has resurfaced. Why? Because Meech is home. And I said, I wonder what Meech gonna do when he come home. She said, maybe he might distance himself from her. Lo and behold, he been home long enough to distance himself from her. He ain't asking no questions about her. Nobody asked him no questions about her. He ain't seen no pictures with her. And what is 50 Cent saying? 50 Cent saying, why is Meech distancing himself from Tammy Cohens? And he's going to do a documentary on it. Did I not bring this up 6 months ago? Little old Eon. Did I not read the case, reach out, make contact with Cuffy, listen to Cuffy's story, and tell y'all exactly what the business was? There's no way Fidel Suarez can meet Meech in a Michigan jail in 2009. Get out of jail, beat the case, contact who? Tammy Cohens. Tammy Cohens introduced Fidel Suarez to who? Cuffy, because it was supposed to be third-party cooperation, brokering of drug deal from prison. She on the phone while she talking to Cuffy and while she talking to Suarez. Tammy Cohens is in the car with the DEA from Atlanta. His name is Keith Cromer. I know the shit by heart. Jack Harvey. I don't know how many of y'all really keep up with BMF news, but Jack Harvey is the one that has the Big Meech head on the spear. He's the one that really is the lead person that took down BMF. When he retired, he turned over Tammy Cohens as a regular informant to Keith Cromer. And sometime after that point, she became a paid DEA informant. But what I want y'all to think about is if Big Meech and them got locked up in 2008 roundabout, she began to become a paid government informant in 2009. How does that add up? He been dealing with her since 2009. If she wasn't a rat at the time, why was Jack Harvey her handling or controlling agent? That doesn't make sense to me. Jack Harvey was already her handling agent. Y'all know that, right? All you gotta do is go back and look at some of the earlier YouTube videos when I was talking about. I did 2 videos on it. I did one on it where in my head I couldn't figure out if he was a rat or not. And then when I couldn't find it and I couldn't figure it out, I did another video saying, yo, I'm not gonna call him a rat because I don't see it. But I always seen a problem with him and Tammy Cohens being in a partnership or an association of any sort. If she set up the connect and she set up Cuffy, and I ain't talking about no little bitty shit. She was on the phone with the Mexican Connect talking about 1,500 kilos, bruh. Like, she was talking about big work. And she was in contact, going to visit, taking care of business for Demetrius Flannery at the time. Somebody else said, yeah, you brought it up. It didn't make sense to me. And remember, I did the video before Meech even came home, the first video. I think 50 gonna expose it all for real. I mean, who else would have a better, more exclusive interview than 50 Cent if the contact person and executive producer and the person who was running the BMF Entertainment and the Life Rights and all the stuff that's in the court case, who would have a closer or more exclusive story than 50 and how they came about and how she was brokering the deal and how she was telling on niggas at the same time? Okay, you said, it's the free world, bro. Wake up. Nobody cares about jail. Okay. 50 Cent just made hundreds of thousands of dollars for Little Meech and their family talking about BMF. He put millions of dollars in his pocket with all of the shows on all of the networks. 50 Cent cares enough about this matter, rat, government informant, cooperator, whatever you want, to invest money in it, to produce it, to cut ties with the other BMF to show you that it's not the BMF, it's me. You know, y'all think it's BMF and that's why Stars is doing it. No, Stars is doing it because 50 is pushing it. So now, 50 cares enough about what I'm talking about, not because it's what I'm talking about, but 50 Cent cares enough about it because it's going to be a humongous bombshell when it comes to films. So while you sitting on my YouTube helping pay my rent, thank you, I appreciate the love. I ain't going to disrespect you. helping pay my car note and my mortgage or my phone bill or for my dinner. I'm telling you, 50 Cent cares enough about Tammy Cohens to go into the same, very same, the exact story that I went into saying, how could this be possible? So why you think you trolling me, 50 Cent spending his money on it. He ain't in jail. He not even a gangster. He's not even a convict. He don't represent that. He was in the picture with Meech. If Meech would have behaved and been a good little boy, they could have continued to do business in the corporate world. 50 really don't care. But when he tried to play thing and go get in that video with Rick Ross, after 50 Cent already won Southwest T, he said, hey, fat boy, I seen you in a picture with Preem, son. I'm putting hundreds of thousands of dollars in y'all pocket. He warned Terry Flannery. Now, Demetrius Flannery gonna come home and act like he really got the juice. He could get in the video with Rick Ross. All right, and the 50 Cent put a picture of a rat up on his page about an hour and a half ago, say, I think I'm Big Meech. Somebody in the free world cares about who's a rat and who's not a rat. Nah, go look at 50 Cent Instagram page. He's telling you what he about to do. He about to do a documentary on Tammy Cohens. I only got on Meech's line because of the conversation with him and Cavario. And Cavario got caught in the hotel with Benzino. He can't talk about nothing. And they was on the phone talking about a bunch of lies. But that's neither here nor there. In all actuality, I want y'all to remember how everybody said I was hating on him. Oh, you ain't never was getting no money. You wish Big Meech would do this for you or do that for you. Big Meech thought he was smarter than everybody else around him. Big Meech think he's bigger than the code. That's why Big Meech is in this jam now. But it took somebody like 50 Cent to spank him. Like, my little voice, they wouldn't have heard my little voice. But they gonna hear 50 Cent voice. They gonna hear it so much, it's gonna be all over network TV, all over TV networks. He did do, I think he did the same thing that Rayful did, just not on the Rayful level. I ain't got no proof on all of that, but I think he did something like that. Hey, one for life. You know, Uptown one for life. I mean, Uptown for life. You know what's up, bro? I spoke on this. Like, can't nobody say I'm jumping on no bandwagon about this one. I ain't reading them trolling marks, bro. Don't swear. I'm cool. I got it. Who is Jammer? Nah, 50 ain't on no jail shit. What are you doing? Why are you watching her like that? Go. All right, watch out. Not too late to get a CDL, huh? Oh, man, I got one of them already, bruh. He was never charged or investigated for this. He was locked up when it happened, and he did the same thing Rayful did after his conviction. Man, some type of I must have hit the phone. Nigga living life. I want to see them toes. Slap some oil on them, too. Last night, Gully and Zip with the drip said Raw served his purpose with the nigga Booby. You need to break that down, cause Ross claims he served his purpose for the nigga Booby. They can tell the story as nice as they want to, bruh. Ain't no real gangster going to be no CO. Maybe a worker, a follower, a flunky. Not no balls, bruh. Like, we had COs down, Lord, that was breaking the law. None of them are real gangsters, bruh. I don't care what Gully or Zip, I don't care about what none of them niggas say. Them niggas ain't gangsters neither. Fuck out of here. You think I'm gonna go be a CO? Because one of my men that I mess with, that I do anything for, say, Eon, go be a CO? You think I can go over DC jail right now and put on a badge and be a CO? I don't want to hear that. He did his job for Booby. Man, that's the weakest excuse. That's the most creative. That's an Aunt Glizzy lie. Would it make 50 a rat lover? No, it would make 50 doing business with a rat, and 50 don't care. I ain't here to defend 50. I'm not a 50 Cent fan. Yeah, we need Cuffy on here. I'm working on that. I'm working on something. I told y'all 6 months ago. See, people be thinking I'm lying, and I don't even got to do all that fake. And I told y'all 6 months ago I was hollering at Cuffy about some business. But Cuffy a smart man. If 50 Cent and them reach out and there's a monetary reward connected to it, why wouldn't you deal with that? You gonna deal with Eon over 50 Cent when 50 Cent got BMF all over the world? Juvenile staff members, where at? Yeah, I seen Ross hit the miss too. I ain't say nothing wrong with 50, but I'm telling you that 50 don't care if Meech a rat or Tammy a rat. It don't matter. He made a dollar off the whole BMF search. You think 50 ain't know Tammy Cohens was a rat back then? A paid rat. Why you think he just all of it? You think 50 just all of a sudden say, boom, he gonna go on with Meech? And man, he been holding this information for a while just in case Meech played with him. I just ain't like I can't. I don't got to be a fan of her. I'm a Commanders fan, so I'm not a Cowboy fan. I don't got to be a Cowboy fan. I'm not a 50 fan. I'm not. I'm not. I didn't. I'm not. I didn't grow up on 50. I was locked up around people like Preem and them. I wasn't a 50 fan. I'm not gonna pretend to be a 50 fan now because he going on Meech. I want to see the documentary on Tammy Cohens myself. Man, that ass situation ain't nothing. What can Meech do if somebody did slap him? Meech was on medicine in Lewisburg. I got homies that was there when he was there, bro. Ain't nobody take me serious, bro. Damn sure ain't take him serious in Lewisburg. I feel you on that one, man. OG Freeze? I don't think so. So I let Preem tell me who to listen to. That jump right there kind of weak. I ain't even meet Preem in person at all. So, like, what are you talking about? I said I was locked up when he was locked up. Is Meech high, bruh? Something up with Meech. I was locked up when Preem was locked up. I wasn't locked up at the same jump. When I got to West Virginia, he was in another prison, but he just left West Virginia. I didn't say I was locked up with him. If I said that, I meant to say I was locked up when he was locked up. I was locked up around dudes like Preem is what I said. They said he a snitch to get out. I don't know. Are you hip to the Cuban assassin? Yeah, I know who he is. Shout out to E Money, but so is 50 not a stand-up dude? I don't know 50. I ain't never broke the law with 50. I know 50 now as a businessman. Nah, I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, you talking about the situation with Meech and Jessup, Georgia. I know what you're talking about. Tyreek, you talking about Tyreek from New Orleans? What's the point in this? Bruh, I just told you, maybe you wasn't here. I'm going to give you a short version of it again. The point is that y'all keep saying there's no one that cares about Tammy Cohens and all this other stuff and third-party cooperation. In the subculture, that is a very big topic. And it's such a big topic that 50 Cent gonna spend money on producing a documentary about it. You think he would do that if there wasn't an interest? You think I'm the only one in the world that's concerned with or interested in that story? I was on PC out the feds. All right. Nah, I'm from Philadelphia. Oh, nah, I'm not hip to that. He said, yeah, Jess is supposed to be their backyard. That's true. Man, it's big history. I don't know who that is, man. But Let me go and eat my food, man. I gotta go do. I gotta do write a little something about Tammy Cohens.